Hey there ladies, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real, fun, and make money. My name is Danielle, I am your financial guru, and today we are covering something that is possibly as scary as your toddler's tantrum and target, the other B word, the budget. And before you click off the video, I want you to know that it's not as scary as it sounds. It's definitely not as constricting as you think. It's actually your ticket to freedom. So let's get into it, the budget. All right, let's get down to business. Did you know that according to a survey in 2023, 60% of women feel financially insecure? That's right, over half of us are sweating over our bank accounts. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can actually take some very small steps towards your financial freedom today. So how do we set up a budget? Step one is the hard part. For 30 days, I want you to write down every single penny that you spend. And the reason is because before you can budget your money, you need to know where your money's going. You may be shocked at where your money is really going. You can use an app, you can use a spreadsheet, you can use old-fashioned pen and paper. The only essential thing is to write down everything that you've spent. Did we really need to buy 5 pairs of shoes this month? Spoiler alert, probably not. Step number 2 is to categorize the expenses. Yes, now you've done the hard part. I want you to put your expenses into 2 categories. Fixed, what you need to live, your rent, your food, phone bills, anything that you need to get through day-to-day life. And then we're going to do non-essentials. This is entertainment, it can be extra clothing, it can be lattes, whatever it is. Separate them out so that you know where it's going. This will help us to see where we can cut back, and trust me, there is room to cut back. Like, do we really need 3 streaming services? Let's pick our favorite and rock with it. Sorry, Netflix. Step 3 is the exciting part. You're gonna set financial goals. Why are you creating a budget? Do you want to get out of debt? Are you saving for a vacation? Are you just trying to sack away some savings so that you can feel a little bit more secure? What is your reason for creating the budget? Having clear goals will keep you motivated on days when you do not want to stick to the other B word. Create a vision board. Yes, I recently did this after putting it off for so long. It was so much more fun than I had anticipated. Having my goals and my daily vision, keeping it in my focus all day long has been so fun and keeps me motivated, keeps me working towards those goals so that I can see where I actually want to be. Vision boards are not just for Pinterest. Consider her your financial fairy godmother, reminding you why you created this budget in the first place. Number 4, create the budget. Now you put all of your hard work into the final product. You are going to abide by the 50, 30, 20 rule. And I actually want to start with the 20 because it's the most important part. 20% of your budget needs to go to savings. That can be automatically deducted. You don't even see it. You don't need to see it. You just need to know that it is accruing somewhere. Hopefully in a high interest savings account that does not have a debit card so you can't get to it easily. But that is for your rainy day fund. That is for your debt repayment, whatever you're saving for. Put it away where you cannot even touch it. Let's start with the 20. The 50 are your fixed costs. That is what you are going to spend on the things that you need to live. And the freeing part of all of this, the reason that the budget is so liberating is that 30% of your budget, your monthly spending, is guilt-free. Spend it on absolutely whatever you want. I literally don't care. That's your play money. You have covered the hardest part. You've got your bills paid. You've got your money stacking away over there. Now you can spend 30% of your budget on literally whatever the hell you want. And remember that this is not a one and done process. You might create a budget and in a couple of months, you're like, this isn't working for me. I need to reallocate some things. By all means, adjust it until you get something that you can work with, because the whole point is that you're going to want to stick with it. Also, this is not easy for me to say because I am not a frivolous girl, but make sure that you have something in there that you actually want to spend money on, some fun money, because if you don't, you will feel so constricted that you will not want to keep up with it. Yes, I am frugal. I like to sock away 30-35% of my money. But if I see a plant I want to buy, I want to be free to do that. And you need that too, on whatever your guilt-free spending is. The final step, and possibly the most tricky, is to stick with it. And this is why I said I want you to enjoy it. I want you to have the things in there that you want. So however much you can accrue to your guilt-free spending, do that by all means. I want you to create something fun and liberating so that you can see your savings stacking, you can know that your bills are taken care of, and you can spend your money the way that you want to spend it, or else you probably will not hang on to this thing. Like I said, automatic transfers are my go-to, but I actually have clients who use the old-fashioned envelope method. And this is so that they can see, okay, I have this much money for bills, done. I have this much for savings, and then you have your third envelope with your guilt-free spending so that you can hopefully use your willpower to find your financial freedom and stick this thing out. And when you find yourself slipping and you are trying to do an impulse Amazon purchase, you go back to your why, the reason that you created the budget. Do you really want to buy this extra pair of shoes, or are you really working towards that end of goal, sipping drinks on the beach in Bali? Yes, remind yourself of this often. I have to do this so much. My goal is financial retirement. I want to be done with all this at 50. So whenever I see a plant sale, I'm like, yeah, or do I want to stop working in 10 years? I want to stop working in 10 years. So let's do that first. Before we go, I want to drop you with some extra tips that will hopefully make this stick. And number one is to find an accountability buddy. Find someone who knows that you are on this financial freedom goal, who will hold you accountable. My best friend calls me all the time with her financial stuff. Yes, she's my very first financial client. She's still not paying me, just so you guys know, but she calls me all the time and she's like, I really want to buy. And I'm like, girl, stop. We're trying to build a business. We're trying to be retired in Greece in 15 years. What the hell do you need the shoes for? Tip number 2 is automate it and forget it. I recently switched all of my stuff over to a high interest savings account. And every month at the beginning of the month, they automatically draft my money to this high interest savings account. I don't have a debit card to that thing. So when I log in and see it accumulating, it is fantastic. I don't have to do anything. It's all automated. And I don't feel guilty when I have to go in and click it. And I'm like, yeah, set it and forget it. And number 3 is to celebrate the small wins. If you are able to sock away an extra 3% on your savings, celebrate that. If you stick to this budget for 30 days, celebrate that. I mean, keep the rewards modest. It doesn't even have to be monetary, but this journey is not for the weak. It is so important though. So celebrate the small wins. Do something to let yourself know, girl, we did it and we're gonna keep doing it. Number 4 is to be flexible. This hits hard for me. I have a child who upends all of my plans, so I'm easygoing now than I ever have been in my whole life. But things happen, right? Adjust the budget as needed. Don't feel like you are living your life by this piece of paper or this spreadsheet. Keep it flexible, keep it fun, keep your goals in the top of your mind. And there you have it. The other B word. It does not have to be so scary. It does not have to be so restricting, and it does not have to take over your life. It's actually pretty liberating, and it's going to help you get to financial freedom, which I can guarantee you is exactly where you want to be. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, definitely send it to your friends who are trying to get financially free. Let me know in the comments what your big financial goal is for the year. I would love to hear them. And until next time, girl, fix your money.